Oh boy, guys, we got something to talk about here. And if you are a Democrat, you are shivering in your pants. You really are. You should be. I mean, you got wiped out in the 2024 general election. Now we actually have the midterms coming up, folks. And usually, you know, the party in power ends up losing in the midterms. Now, I truly believe, guys, that the Republicans are definitely going to hold the Senate. Actually, they may end up increasing the seat. When it comes to the House, a little bit more of a gray area right there. But I still believe that the American people, man, are done with the Democrats. Now, the Republicans, they just need to capitalize. Okay? Now, the most popular politician out there in the media is not going to tell you this. It's Trump. I mean, if you actually look at the approval ratings of Trump versus Congress versus the Democrats versus the Republicans, Trump is the most popular. He is. Now, the media is not going to tell you that because they run propaganda for Democrats. And the Democrats, man, they're getting more radical and more radical and more radical. But that actually brings us to CNN right here, guys, because Harry Enten has some bad news for Democrats. Yeah, this ain't good for Democrats, man. If you're a Republican, man, you're feeling pretty good right here based on these polls. Now, folks, we know that the polls are always rigged. They are. His numbers, I would actually add, +4 to that. Okay? Especially in the Trump era where they have underestimated Trump. But still, even with the rigged polls, folks, this ain't good for Democrats, man. It is not. So let's go ahead, guys, and get into this. Here we go. Right over here. So let's go ahead and react to this clip here. And of course, you guys know the mainstream media was panicking over the tariffs. And who ends up winning in the end? Well, Trump looks good because the market's rebounding. Now, the media definitely wants Trump to bend the knee to China. That's not going to happen. Trump is not going to bend the knee to China. But let's go and watch this clip, guys, because it definitely seems like Democrats are rooting for China and not the American people. Well, let's roll this, guys, because this is not good news to Democrats. Let's roll it. Here we go.
How much pain will Americans have to endure in this trade war? And how much will they be okay enduring? A new poll out offers maybe some insight into that feeling, showing that Americans are split when asked which party cares most about their needs. CNN's Harry Enten wanted to look into this one for you this morning, and so he did. And you think you found a potentially surprising answer in this?
This, to me, is one of the most shocking pieces of poll data that I truthfully have seen this year, or maybe.
You see right there, it says run the numbers, the GOP gains as the party of the people. Keep that in mind.
In any prior year.
Really?
Yes, really, because I want you to take a look. Cares more about the needs for people like you. You mentioned the Cape Ball. We got a tie, even after this tariff war had already started, split between Democrats and Republicans on how people feel. Which party cares more for needs of people like you? And why is that so surprising? Because I want you to take a look at prior years. Democrats always lead on this question. Back in 2017, before the 2018 midterms, 13-point lead. 2005, a 23-point lead for Democrats. 1994, which was a big Republican year, a 19-point lead for Democrats. And now, all of a sudden, a tie? All of a sudden, the Democrats, who are the party of the people, no more. We get a tie on this question, on a question that has traditionally overwhelmingly been a Democratic advantage. Which party cares more for the needs of people like you? It's truly something I would not have expected to see, especially after this tariff war had begun.
Yeah, right here. If you guys remember 1994, that was the Republican Revolution right there. But still, even in 1994, plus 19 Democrats as the party of the people, or cares most for the needs of people like you. Yeah, the Republicans gained control of the House for the first time in 50 years or something like that. It's some crazy number, man. Probably 100 years, if I'm not mistaken. But here we go.
Where does it show that Republicans are making the most gains?
Yeah, again, you talk about party of the people. Look at this. Cares for the needs of people like yourself. Look here, we got non-college, we got those with a college degree. Among those with a college degree, it's the same score. 8 plus 18 points for Democrats in 2017, plus 18 points for Democrats now. But look among non-college voters. Look here. It was plus 7 for Democrats in 2017, and now Republicans had overwhelmingly gained, plus 9 points. That is, the gains have been concentrated, at least within the last decade, among voters without a college degree, the working class. That is where Republicans have gained, even since the beginning of the Donald Trump administration. The Democratic base is now those with a college degree. Among the working class, those without a college degree, Republicans have overwhelmingly gained on this all-important question of which party cares more for people like yourself.
Yeah. And you always hearing Democrats complain about, oh, Trump is for the billionaires, There is like 3 times as many billionaires that support the Democrats than billionaires that actually support President Trump. The Democratic Party is the party of billionaires. Okay. Now, these people with non-college degrees, man, it was plus 7 Democrats in 2017. That was the beginning of the Trump era. That's when he actually got in the White House. Now it is plus 9 Republicans for non-college degree people. The Democrats, that's still at plus 18 with people with college degrees. They made no gains there whatsoever. They've lost the working class. That's evident right there.
Your reference points are, as you were pointing out, just before a midterm election. So obviously, let's kind of look at that. Where do things stand for the fight for Congress?
Right. Okay. So you have this question, right? And then there's the question, ultimately, are Republicans going to get punished in this midterm election, in part because that's normally what happens, the party in power gets punished, but also because of this tariff war. And I want you to take a look here at the generic congressional ballot. Where we were in April of 2017, Democrats were already ahead by 7 points. In November of 2024 on this question, it was a tie, and then, of course, Republicans won control. Where are we now? It's Democrats, but just by a point. This looks very much still like what we...
Yeah, and that's saying something right there, guys. I mean, Democrats plus 1, but right now, even according to polls, the Democratic Party is more unpopular than ever. And the red poll here says it's Democrats plus 1. That is a great sign for the GOP. A great sign, folks. It really is. Right here, 2024. Oh, a tie? No. The Republicans did take the House. So let's keep going.
Saw in 2024, not like what we saw in 2017. If Democrats think they automatically have a ticket back to control of the House, I'd say, hold on a second. Republicans still have a real shot at this, despite all of Trump's theatrics over the last month with this tariff war.
There really is interesting information coming out in this that you're pulling out. Thank you, Harry.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you guys saw that right there, man. The people really aren't falling for the mainstream media propaganda. Just ain't happening. It's just not happening, folks. This is atrocious news for the Democrats. And they can't seem to get their act together, man. They are a party that is falling apart by the day. Who is the leader? They have no leader. They have no leadership. And I believe the far left communists, man, like AOC, they're going to take over. I have no doubt about that. It's going to be MAGA versus the communists. And guess what, folks? You can't negotiate with communists, man. Bolshevik, Bernie Sanders, people like that, AOC, the squad. Yeah, they're taking over the Democratic Party. These people, man, you probably can't work with these people at all. We need to do everything possible, man, to make sure that those people don't win in a general election. I mean, if you thought things were bad under Joe Biden, just imagine, man, if the Democratic Party gets into power with a bunch of socialists and communists running, we'll turn into Venezuela real quick. And the U.S. is done. So Trump is going to have to get things fixed within the next year. Because if things are going well, I believe the midterms, man, definitely going to be looking good. If things aren't going well, hey, Democrats probably got a shot. And that's scary right there. Because, like I said, The Democratic Party is a party of socialists and communists. I mean, if you guys thought inflation was bad under Biden, man, it'll get way, way worse. Now, inflation is coming down. Egg prices are coming down. But you got people out there in the mainstream media that want to lie about everything. But the good thing is people have tuned out the mainstream media. Just that simple. Nobody's buying their BS anymore. So, gonna leave right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.